fortunate in the Eastern District of Arkansas to have the relationship we have with the court. And I believe that a lot of that comes from Judge Eisele's leadership as Chief Judge over many years. He understood the role of probation and kept that role as was needed for the court to keep the humanistic approach in sentencing as well as for supervision of individuals released. And that was very important not only to me personally but to the agency as we've transitioned again, as the pendulum has swung back to more of a interactive agency. It's very important that we understand what it takes to deal with those individuals. And he maintained that, foresaw that, and talked to us about that to make sure that we didn't become just a litigant or a lawyer for the court.
He treated me with the same respect that he treated everybody else. Some high-powered lawyers paid lots of money. He treated me no differently than he did those people throughout all the proceedings, the jury trial and everything, which was, that's a, when you get through with something like that, that adds to a confidence level of being able to come into court when you get treated respectfully like that. Here's what I've told lawyers who said, well, I'm going to go in front of Judge Eisele on something. I said, listen, let me tell you something. You better accept the fact that when you walk in there, he is going to know more about your case than you do. I've been there and watched it happen.
I always felt that he made a decision that he believed was right and just, and he never sided with one side or another. So you knew when you're trying a case in front of Judge Eisele, you better be focused, you better know your case, and you better be willing to articulate and ready to articulate why the thing that you wanted to do was a permissible and legitimate thing to do in court. So in that way, he was always a great deal of fun to try a case in his courtroom. And you could always be assured that the outcome would not have been adversely influenced by an erroneous decision by him.
With some experience, you start to get the feel of various courts that you go to. And some courts, frankly, are not, you don't want to go to them. They're not thoughtful courts. They're sort of unfriendly, unwelcoming courts. Then there are courts that you actually look forward to going to. They're friendly courts. They're warm. They're thoughtful. It's a good place to go do your business of practicing law. And that's the way Judge Eisele's court is. I actually look forward to going to his courtroom when I got a case assigned to his court. But what's extraordinary to me about Judge Eisele is it's not just that I want to go to his court, is that he, for some reason, makes me want to be a better lawyer. He makes me want to be the best lawyer that I can. And it's just extraordinary because then when you walk out of that courtroom, you know you're in fact a better lawyer for having appeared in front of him.
I've practiced before lots of judges, and I have never, ever had the privilege of practicing before a judge as good as G. Thomas Eisele. He was my dream.
Judge Eisele has been recognized nationally and regionally for his work. In 1977, he was named Outstanding Federal Trial Court Judge by the Association of Trial Lawyers of America. In 1980, he was chosen the best district judge in the Eighth Circuit by American Lawyer. Judge Eisele has never been very impressed with such awards. As he quipped after receiving the national honor, "I'm not even the best trial judge in Arkansas." In the same article, Judge Eisele offered his thoughts on the qualities of a good judge. You want a man of integrity and enough intelligence to understand the issues. You want some wisdom and a lot of patience. You want a judge who's courteous to all the people who appear before him. By the nature of the office, a judge has a great deal of power. He has to be careful not to throw his weight around. But primarily, you're looking for a judge who is fair. Through the years, Judge Eisele has been praised for many individual cases, but the lasting impact of his career on the bench is unlikely to be any particular case. If you live a long, long time, and if you keep the faith in all you do, day by day, then remembering the colonnade of the courtroom and the dreams of your youth, you can look upon this magnificent temple of justice we call the law and say with pleasure and with pride, the work of my hand is there.